Hello and welcome once again to my channel. Today I want to talk about the viral video of a woman who said that she's tired of her marriage. She said that she wonders how people who have been married for 40 years and above cope. That she's just 5 years in her marriage, but she's already tired. She specifically said that she's tired of cooking for her husband, thinking of what to cook for the man, tired of her children, having to prepare them for school every day, having to take care of them, tired of the man, that's the husband, she doesn't love him anymore, and so on and so forth. In fact, that video is better watched than just hear it from me. So she said a lot of things. And then the reason I'm making this video is that she's not alone. There are many people like her, not just women, even men. Hers is 5 years old marriage. Some people get tired of their marriage even much earlier than that. In my years of counseling couples, I've seen people, I've heard this from many women and even men who are barely just a year, 2, 3 in their marriage, but they're already tired of the marriage. So I want to quickly tell you what could likely cause that. Then on the other hand, there are people who have devoted years in their marriage, decades in fact in their marriage, and the marriage is still as interesting as the day they started. There's a reason. There are things that they are doing that still make their marriage so interesting. I'm going to talk about that. And there are things that can likely make your own marriage very boring, that can make you get tired of your marriage so quickly. Now, let me mention some of them. Number one is unrealistic expectations. People go into marriage with too many expectations. And sometimes when they get into the marriage, within a very short time, those their expectations are dashed to pieces. Some have watched Nollywood movies, many Nollywood movies. Some have watched Indian movies for so long. Many have read romance novels. They have read about PDA, public display of affection. They've seen in the movies where women are served breakfast in bed, and so many other things. And when they get into marriage and they don't see such thing, they get tired. They were like, oh, so is this all? Then another one is not being prepared for marriage. So many people prepare so well for wedding, but not for marriage. So when they get into the marriage and start seeing certain things, they get tired. So you need to be realistic. Marriage is not some romance novel. It's not some home videos. Real life. You start seeing things. A lot will happen. You may expect that when you're going to the marriage, you'll be having sex every 2 minutes. It's not so. Sometimes it's not like that. Tiredness, your job, the economy, health challenges, pregnancy, hormonal changes, a whole lot. Then children will come in. And when the children start coming, they will interfere with your life and your husband's life or your wife's life. Sometimes you cannot even communicate. You can't even talk in peace. Children will interfere. Sometimes when you want to even have fun and something, the children will scream, cry. They will get sick. A whole lot of realistic things. You will have the in-laws to face. The economy, especially as it is getting tougher now, will interfere with a whole lot of things. So many people are not prepared for those things. So they just want to marry, to go and enjoy marriage, without thinking that there are things, including sacrifices, compromises, that need to be made for marriage to work or be interesting. So going into marriage without being prepared for it can make you get tired of marriage so quickly and easily. Then another one is marrying the wrong person. There are many people, especially women, who are married to men that they shouldn't have anything to do with in the first place. There are men who are just there. They are just existing as a husband. They can't even flush toilet. So when you marry such men that you do everything, you cook for him, give him sex, clean the house, take care of the children, do a whole lot all alone. It's tiring. Some of them don't even want you to keep a house help. You can't bring in house help, but you do everything. You still have to also work to make money. Then some men too don't even support financially. Some men too don't even want to work as well. So there are so many things that, depending on who you marry, the person you marry can make life so tiring for you. Then let's not even talk about how you're treated. Like in that case of that woman, if we were to investigate it, if we were to go details, interview her and know why, you can trace it. In fact, they are traceable. Such thinking or behavior or feeling are traceable to some of the things I am mentioning now. Then another one is fear of commitment. You see, fear of commitment. There are so many people that, being married to one person, some of them, because of the life they've lived, like in the case of some women, you are dating James, you are dating Paul, you are dating Gideon, you are dating, Johnson. You have sampled different kind of men, experienced even sex with them, and a whole lot of things, and even how they treat you. So going to stick to one man for the rest of your life can be very scary. So you can get tired. When you were single, you can, the same thing with men. No? When you're single, you can jump anywhere, go anywhere you want to go, come back when you want to come back, and nobody queries you. But now inside marriage, it is not so again. No? So that fear of being committed to, to the marriage and to one person for the rest of your life can be scary to some people because that's not the life they are used to. So they get tired of marriage so easily. They start feeling like they are in the prisons. Then mental health issues. There are a lot of mental health issues. Some are depressed. Marriage does not cure depression. Sometimes even when you marry, the person you marry may even worsen your situation. There are people that are battling with kind of some, mental issues, emotional issues, and then they get married. Then marriage responsibility and everything worsen their situation. There are some postpartum issues. When a woman gives birth, so sometimes it affects the brain as well. Sometimes too, you will not know. You feel that all is well, but the person is not well. And sometimes in Nigeria, we hardly seek help in things like that. Then loneliness. Something that getting married will cure your loneliness. If you are lonely as a single person, marriage doesn't cure your loneliness. Loneliness is all about you. You can be in the midst of crowd and still be lonely. Some feel that getting married will cure their loneliness. No, it doesn't. In fact, marriage will worsen it if care is not taken. Then marrying for the wrong reasons, sometimes for physical reasons. The guy has broad shoulders, he has beards, he's dark skin, he is tall. By the time you marry him, men too also do the same. Marry for big buttocks, big breasts, light skin, and so on and so forth, tall, and all that, speaks good English. Those are not the things that make marriage work. For instance, in the case of those marrying a man because of his handsome, his broad shoulder, he has a broad shoulder, he's dark skin, he's tall, he has beards. When you get in and find out that the man's character is zero and he treats you like a piece of shit, marriage will tire you. As in within a very short time, the euphoria of that being married is gone. Some marry because of job. I want to marry a lawyer. I want to marry a doctor. I want to marry an engineer. I want to marry a pilot. These are not the things that will make marriage work. His profession has little or nothing to do with what makes marriage work. So after that, you get tired of him or her when you get in. Find out that profession is not enough to make marriage interesting. Some marry because of tribe. I must marry from my tribe or ethnic, group. Or I want to marry certain people. Some will tell you, Igbo men are this, or that, or Anambra men are this, or that. I must marry an Anambra man, I must marry an Igbo man, or I must marry a Yoruba man, or I must marry this. That is not the thing. You end up with such people, and marriage will tire you. And there are several other issues. So in my next video, I'll be talking about how to take care of this so that it doesn't happen to you on your marriage so that you enjoy marriage like those who have devoted many years in it and are still finding it very interesting.